But, man, Jimmy Butler is usually considered like a top 10 to 15 player every year, and then the playoffs come, and he's like, oh, he's a top 5 player. Doesn't that just mean he's a top 5 player? Like, we thought it was going to be the Giannis story, and he went for a triple-double, and no one's even going to talk about that today because Jimmy Butler lost his mind. That was one of the all-time great playoff performances. 56, and it's like he couldn't miss.
The dude went on, he had a 22-point first quarter. He scored 20 points straight in the first quarter. 20 straight.
And was even better down the stretch. Quarter.
And then down the stretch, I'm like, okay, Coach Bud, championship resume. Let's change up the scheme because you got the lead. You have a 12-point lead, and this dude goes in the fourth quarter. He didn't even start the fourth quarter, Max. He came in with 8-11 in the fourth quarter, Key. And the cat had 21 points in the fourth quarter.
Outscored the Bucks by himself.
By himself. Key, here's the stat for you. Tied with Charles Barkley for 4th highest single-game scoring effort in playoff history. Trailing who? Michael Jordan, 63, Elgin Baylor, 61, and Donovan Mitchell, 57. Fourth in NBA playoff history.
Because of the bubble?
I think so, Key.
You know what? To me, it could have been on the street part. I don't care where the hell it was at. This dude different.
Yeah.
It's playoff Jimmy. I have all the respect in the world for him, man. Like, I see him, I'm just going to like, yo, whatever you say, you got it.
Yeah, Jimmy, we're sorry, man.
We're
sorry you don't get enough shine.
You tell me the sky is pink, Jimmy. You got it.
You got it, brother.
Hey, J-Lo, but why is it that people kind of slight him during the regular season? Is that just because it's the regular season?
They're just undermanned, Key. It's like, can we just keep it a buck about
much stock in the regular season when you're watching him, opposed to just saying, okay, once they get to the playoffs, we know he's going to turn up the heat. There's certain players in sports, when it matters most, they rise to the occasion.
Yes.
And he's one of those guys. And he's not, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jay, because you would know just based on your knowledge and watching it closely, he's not a rest guy, right? We're not dealing with a Kawhi situation where he's resting up to get to the playoffs. He plays for the majority part of the regular season.
Yeah.
And
he played 41 minutes last night too, Key.
Yeah, so
every night.
If you get this from a Kawhi Leonard on a consistent basis in the postseason, just like he was doing with Phoenix, he looked different. But Jimmy Butler doesn't do what Kawhi does in the regular season, so people automatically forget about what he really truly is.
I mean, Key, okay, so look. Kevin Love, let's go through it. 6 points. Bam Adebayo, 15 points. Gabe Vincent, 10 points. Max Strus, 0 points. Tyler Hero didn't play. Jimmy Butler, 56 points. 56 points.
Who's the best two-guard in the NBA?
I mean, you throwing out Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown. I mean, Jaylen Brown even a 2? Like, I guess he had his 2.
Yeah, I think I think the answer is Jimmy Butler.
It's Jimmy Butler.
And Jaylen Brown's a very good playoff performer, right? But Jimmy Butler, man.
I'm shocked. Like, I'm literally, I mean, it leads to questions about shit Giannis had played in Game 3 and that back injury with the way they smacked him in Game 2. You're like, okay, you think you have room, but Now they find themselves down 3-1, the game going back to Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee wins that, but it's like,
But Jay, even
if you're Miami, like, you just need one game. You
But
need
Jay,
one
even
now.
if he plays, like, he had a triple-double last night and still lost.
And he looked fine.
Looked good. It looked like Giannis.
I just, Coach Bud, man, I'm like, yo, can we do something, please? Like, and I know I'm going to sit up here as a Tuesday morning quarterback and be like,
Hey.
but like, you're not going to double team him. You're not going to give him any different looks, Key. Are we just going to play just one-on-one individual defense against Jimmy Butler the whole game? That's just what you're going to do?
How good have these playoffs been, by the way, so far?
We haven't even talked about Aaron Rodgers yet. We didn't even talk about Aaron Rodgers to the Jets yet.
We're about to, but these playoffs.
Why are you screaming?
Because I'm hyped up, Keyshawn. I'm not LA.
Jay, let me ask you something else now after this Butler performance. Going in, at least I thought there are 7 teams in the West and 3 in the East with a chance to win a championship, which is 10 teams, way more than most seasons. Do the Heat enter that conversation now?
I'm still not ready to do that.
Because Hero's hurt.
I'm still not ready to do that. I'm sitting there looking at the Knicks being like, yo, man.
The Knicks are live.
The Knicks are live. Like, if the Knicks match up with the Heat, the Knicks could be. I mean, the Knicks or the Heat will have a chance to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, which leads into if the Celtics and then play Philly, one of those teams will be favored, but that goes to 7. They beat up on each other. You could be looking at the winner of the Knicks Heat series finding a way to find themselves in the World Championship.
Why are the Bucks 3 on the Caesars board and they down 3-1?
What you say?
To win it all. Why are the Bucks 3 to win it all plus 600? On Caesar Sports Books, and they're down 3-1.
Because the Bucks have been top to bottom the best team in the
but
Eastern Conference.
But they down to 3-1. Therefore, that tells me it's hard as hell to come back from 3-1. So why are they still favored like that to win it all?
Because I think they're coming from, they were the odds-on favorite.
Maybe that's at the beginning. Maybe this is at the beginning of the playoffs.
No, Key, this is now. This is now.
In the beginning of the playoffs, they were the favorites to win it all.
But can I tell you,
they need to drop them out of it. They're not getting ready to even make the second round.
Would any of us be surprised if the Bucks won 3 games in a row?
No.
Would you be surprised?
No.
Based on
I
history,
I would be.
I still think they're the better team.
Yeah, but 3 in a row is tough when you got Jimmy Butler on the other team.
Yeah, but you're still playing 2 out of those 3 games in Milwaukee.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think
game 7 will be in Milwaukee.
I don't think they win 3 in a row. I think I'd be surprised.
The thing is, Miami's still undermanned. They're very much undermanned here.
3 in a row, though, Jay, that's a lot, man.
I hear you. I mean, but I still think it could be done. I picked a side. I got to pick a side now. I got to stand with Milwaukee. I'll just take the hit. I'm like Dylan Brooks. I'm coming to the mic. I'm talking to the media.
This is what the NBA has been missing its entire existence, basically. Not only incredible superstars, which they've always had, right? But also a lot of teams who you still believe once the playoffs start actually have a chance to go all the way, right? And that number's increasing, not decreasing, as this first round goes on. It's unreal. Meantime, we talked about the Lakers and LeBron James. Unreal. We talked about the Heat and Jimmy Butler. Unreal. Aaron Rodgers is a New York Jet. We're going to get in.